Well, thank you for the opportunity, privilege of your time and opportunity to update on a number of issues that this state is facing. One of the most pressing and important issues the city, or rather state, needs to face is the state of small businesses and the imperative and importance that we do everything in our power to support our small businesses all throughout the state of California that have been hampered and hammered by this pandemic. In fact, by one estimate survey recently that came out, 44% of businesses in this state, small businesses, are feeling vulnerable to the pressures of this pandemic, so much so that they believe they are likely to close in the not too distant future. And so today we'll be signing 3 pieces of legislation to support our small business community. And this is part of a package of small business supports, over a dozen specific actions that have been taken over the last number of months to support our small businesses throughout the state of California.
And I was one of the lead authors on this particular bill, which is SB 1447. This bill expands California's assistance programs for small businesses during the COVID-19. So this is specifically related to this particular pandemic. And it establishes a hiring tax credit for eligible small businesses that can be applied against their income tax liabilities, personal or corporate, depending on how they file, or sales and use tax liabilities. And the importance of this particular tax credit is that for every employee that you bring back during, after the shelter-in-place orders start to change, then you get a tax credit of up to $1,000 per employee, which will be a tremendous assistance for these small businesses, along with a variety of other assistance programs that the state has developed.
It's eligible for small businesses less than 100 employees, and it marks a consideration that directly relates to the pandemic, that your gross income had to have declined by 50% since this time last year. And the reason we created that construct of considerations is so often with tax credits, it goes to the haves, not the have-nots. So often these open-ended tax credits go to a handful of well-resourced companies, not necessarily those small businesses that need them the most. So I want to thank, again, I use the word refinement, for the refinement of this bill to really target those most in need. This cause includes a number of other specific supports for our small businesses. $125 million was made available in the recent budget in the iBank to support small businesses that fall through the cracks, that aren't getting SBA loans, that didn't get the federal PPP loans. 82% of people that have applied for that iBank loan program, accessing the $125 million, 82% are women and minority-owned businesses. That's exactly why we designed this program. It's exactly who we were targeting. So we're very pleased with the progress already been made in that space. We put an additional $25 million up for what we call first loss payments, meaning we're guaranteeing these loans against the private sector in order to encourage the private sector to make loans in underserved communities, higher risk loans for many small businesses. In addition to that, we put $10 million into what we refer to as a seed program. These are for immigrant social entrepreneurs. Again, leading the way in this space. Not a lot of states have put any resources in this space. It's a novel program. It's a seed fund itself, meaning we want to see how effective this program is. We'll consider next year the opportunity to substantially increase the amount of funding in this space, but it's a novel program and one that we collaboratively work together to advance this year.